It's a beautiful day, although it's still dusky. I mean, look at the gray clouds up ahead. But hopefully it will not rain today. We are so busy today. I have even got my vehicles out of the driveway because my mangoes will be sprayed today, ready for the December harvest or November harvest. I think it's November because usually three and a half months. So November harvest when the mangoes will start to be expensive. So look, they're spraying there. So you can see I don't have my vehicles there. That's for fruiting. Get the Nanay Arlene is the one doing the spray by herself. So that's why I don't have my vehicles there, because I don't want the paint to be touched by the chemicals. I was up early this morning, about 7:30. It's now 9 o'clock. I was giving instruction of what to do. So I have Daloy sacking and take all the last batch of cement. 7 bags left because there's a new delivery coming. So it is all fresh and it should be on top of that crates that I bought yesterday, not direct to the soil like he did the last time. So that's his job, loading all the cement, and the first batch of gravel, it should not be overloaded now. So with Jirel, that is Jirel, I have him planing the wood that I'm gonna use for framing the windows of the budget bungalow. So I told him, don't make it perfect because they don't deserve it. So those, because you know the windows that I ordered, it's lacking like 5 centimeters on top. There's a gap with the length of 5 centimeters bottom and down. So my solution was to put a frame on the top and bottom. So this is what I'm having him doing, because I will be put up like a frame on top and bottom for the wooden window, so that 5 centimeter gap will then be covered. So after he done this, I'll have Junelle cut it all up to match the sizes of the windows over there, which is about the width will be 90 cm. So like I said, I have to clear out all my vehicles there because Nanay Arlene here is spraying all my mangoes with the help of her grandson. She's just doing the spraying by herself. So I'm now checking August 26, 2020. This is Wednesday today, and this is another nice day. Hopefully, although there is gray clouds, it will be a very nice day today. So because we will be pouring the top beams and the slope footing beam. So I'm on the way there now, and because usually my time now to wake up is 6 o'clock in the morning. That's why I only answer comments. Maybe the latest will be 1 o'clock, but that will be push. So I heard there's gonna be a hurricane in Texas. Please stay safe, everyone, especially my subscribers, because it is scary. Signal number 4. Over here, when we have signal number 3, wow, that's gonna be a strong typhoon. And so I also have Willie planing the roadway. See if he's done that. Just check here. So I have Farmer Willie here, planing the humps and filling the holes here on the road. So when it packed down, it will be straight, not just like that where there's humps and stuff. I've seen that they have make forms on this column here as well. That will be included with the pour later. But look, it looks a lot better. No, nindot na ni Will. Pero ma-plain siya ba? Para ini ka compact. It's also plain. Oh, padong na. So I have lagi, apilwa na lang. Jirel planing the wood for the windows so we can install them. So what they're doing here is to making forms for 4 new top beams that we will be pouring today. That's why we're getting ready for the cement to be delivered. And also the footing here on the slope road. So the gardens are here. We water again the plants that we put in here as hedge. Oh, you see the fruit that I'm eating? It become more and more. So hopefully this will make a hedge over here. Then we can incorporate other color hedge like a radish and make it like a picturesque garden area up here. So that will be the one we're pouring this today. So Delay is storing up water now. And so Nanay Arlene is also down there doing the mango. So it will be stepping down. So we will pour the column after we pour the top beam. Then next is the column on the side. And this side here, you can see that we will be building up this level here. So that will be as 3 steps down. There'll be a top beam up here. Then we will building up 4 more levels on this one before we do the top beams all the way down there. So I hate to disappoint, but it is gonna have to be like that, because otherwise I've seen kids jumping over the fence. It's not even kids, I reckon it's just a short adult. But I did see it jumping over the fence because it's so muddy on their front. They want to pass over here. So if I get it a bit higher, that will be awkward for them to jump over. You look at that papaya tree, it's just fruiting right on the steps. Since I got this wall, nobody seems to nick the fruit. That's why I got lots of fruit this time. This is called papaya here. Some countries call it pau pau. Lagi. So I have Farmer Willie plotting it all out. It's now looking better. Then all the humps and the dirt will be out of there. Because you know, they just leave their bottles, packets of cigarettes, and all the packets of crisps. So I want it all neat and tidy. So we're extending the column here and then extending the verticals, because this is what we're gonna put 4 more lines before we go on beam, and then that will be straight there, the 4 more levels of hollow block. So I had cement I ordered very early this morning at 8 o'clock, about 60 bags, because when I want to order the big ones like hundreds, I want it already, because we got a lot of sand, and 100 maybe pushing it so much. So I want to clear out the area where I could put 100 bags better than what we're doing right now. So they will be using it for most of it for this week, so that will be okay. I'm quickly going down the city to pick up some hinges for the budget bungalow windows. I'd like to install that one so it will be out of my hair, although Apollo 11 hasn't given me the last pane of glass that will be installed with the wooden windows, but I could just install it, and then the last pane, they will be the one keeping on to Apollo 11. And so right now the day is still very nice day, although it's cloudy with dark clouds looming in the sky. But I hope that they can pour those top beams that they have made forms this morning, and also the put beam for the slope road. My day starts at 6 o'clock in the morning. By 7 o'clock I'm already giving orders what to do by 8 o'clock. So now it's 11:30. I gotta get down and get the hinges. I might as well check upon this koi solution shop, like aqua shop, that sells koi equipments and koi stuff to give Old B ideas. You know, I'm the one who's doing all this building, because if Old B will start interfering, you know, the prices will change. It will cost me a lot of money. I would rather have him just sit down there, and then I will just ask him once in a while. But like I said, with the foreigners that have Filipino wives, make the Filipina do the lead. Otherwise, the prices will differ. Make her do the haggling. Because like with Old B, you know, I got my materials at cost, and I do the haggling as well. Because if I leave it to him, they're looking at you like a walking wallet. So Filipinos are good at haggling as well. Wow, you're a 10-wheeler and you're so fast. Los. Wow, you're racing in 10-wheelers in this narrow road? Come on. I will tell the owner of that quarry. That's why he slows down. So going back to what I'm saying, that Old B, I will be happy he just stay out of my hair, stay there, play Minecraft. Now I have him editing my videos, because if he is interfering with my build, it will cost me a lot of money. And because the way they build in the West is so different, and you interfere it with the building that I'm doing here, and also the availability of materials is not the same. So you have to work with the materials that's available, and also especially the labor that you can't stand their lax ways. So he's out of my hair. He got less stress. I got it all, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm learning as I go on. But I have to tell you, this is not my first time about building. I have also organized the build of my castle and a few houses after that. So I'm quite familiar with the building works. That's why if you've noticed about my pricing, why it's building and I'm a woman doing it, because it's only for my own repository of information. and I just want to share it with you, especially my OFW brothers, so to inspire them, to have them ideas about budgeting for their dream houses, which is very, very nice feeling when they say thank you for all the information that they've given them ideas. That's enough for me. No donations, nothing, no membership, no Patreon, no PayPal. A warm thank you is really just enough for me. So I'll be filming later and show you the koi place. Come on, food pass. This is the thing about here. When you got people that don't know the road coming up, I am going through here in the back roads. Like I said, I don't like really passing through the Pitos way if I don't have anything business to do there, like any of the shops there, any of the establishment there. I'll be paying the bills here. Look how quiet it is. So I could go in and out. So I'll just park here. So I just paid my bill here in M. Lulier, the newest branch around the area. And what you can see on the side here is the estate of the Luliers that's located here in Talamban, one of their estates here in the city of Cebu. But this is the branch that I just paid my bill here in the Lulier, outside the estate of the Luliers here in Cebu City, Talamban. So you can see it's not a lot of people and you can get served immediately. I'm now in the main road, Talamban. It's a very sunny, hot day. Wow, I like that because it will be good for my building work. And I'm going now to Savers Home Depot to get some hinges for the budget bungalow windows. So it will be installed, like if we have spare time that we have done our pour and then there's an hour to kill, then that's the hour to kill for Janelle to install 1 or 2 windows. Then dedicating a day on it, it's not worth it. So that's why I have Jarell planing those mahogany wood so it's ready. So when there's an hour spare, Janelle can just immediately install it. And I'm here now nearing Savers Depot. See if I could park because there's some large truck that's blocking the way. Here in Grand Mall, they've gone to the extreme. They won't let you in even if you have your own vehicle, if you don't have a face shield, because that's another business that they can sell you the face shield even if you have your own vehicles. They will not even check your temperature. These are the one that just go by the motion of just putting that thing on your head. They don't even read it, you know. So it looks like the malls now are imposing the face shield mandatory upon entry. I was denied entry because my face shield was on my other car. So I have to put one face shield in every car now, because it's only for the commuters. I didn't realize that it's gonna be mandatory now for everyone, even if you have your own transport. So I have to go back and check in the hardware store if it's also mandatory in the hardware, not just the mask, it's also the face shield. So let's wait and see when I go into that Savers hardware store. So it's a very hot day today. You can see the footage is really clear. I've noticed that they didn't impose about the face shield, only the face mask. So it's only the malls are imposing it, or just the Grand Mall? I'll have to check with Ayala as well. I'm here now in Saber's Home Depot looking for the hinges of the windows for the budget bungalow. So I'll have a look around to see what are the hinges available here. They have it here on the side. Is this the only one that available? Let me just check. What, 112? Really? Let me check on this side. These are the big hinges and padlocks. So those are the available padlocks. Like this QYK, 2 padlocks, 360 pesos. But you can buy a lot of cheap padlocks in the like cocking place. You got the branded ones. Ball bearing hinges. I only need an El Cheapo hinges. Seems like I got the connectors that Old B wanted for the filtration system of his pond, so it will be a good start. So I just finished buying all the cheap hinges for the windows of the budget bungalow, and now you can see from that very hot sunny weather, it's just suddenly rain. Oh my god, and they're gonna be pouring that top beam. I hope they have done it already, and they are now just covering the whole thing because it's now almost 3 o'clock. So this is what we're after. That this is the problem that I always anticipate looking at the skies, if it's gonna rain or not next day. So I'll have the work be prepared if it suddenly rains. That's why I'm picking up hinges, because when it's raining right now, I will let them be installing those budget bungalow windows. Or tomorrow I will be picking up the tiles on Old B's bar, so Junelle can do the tiling of the bar of Old B. So it's really bad weather, much to my dismay. It looks like it's only raining here in the city, not on the hills. Look, I'm going towards the hills now and it's blue skies. So it seems, maybe there is like no rain on the hills and just on the city. So they can pour that top beam already done now. God, my gosh, I thought it's gonna be like that, but looking at the hills, it's all sunny and blue skies. So you got all these 10-wheelers picking up filling materials from, they always, like Pulang Batu, our place is known for the filling materials that's not muddy, like diorite and rocky materials. So I am now in Pitos. and there's not a lot of rain here. So probably you can see the blue skies up above. Probably it never rained on the hill. That's my biggest wish. So my lads continue working. Then that what we plan to do today is to pour the top beam of 4 panels and then the slope of the road. And that's what we're getting ready for. So I'm now in Pit Os Market, and you see that the problem coming lurking up ahead. A 10-wheeler is going through the same road. 2 10-wheelers on this narrow road. So I gotta go on the side to let them pass. So it looks like the one in front of me, the bike, have fallen over. So there, they are picking all their stuff from the road because they're going so fast and the road is so slippery because there is rain here, but you can see that it's not much like it is in the city. Some areas of the road are dry. So it must be just a drizzle around here. But you know, those motorbike drivers sometimes forget to assess the road, going so fast, and all their packages with the motorbike that they're bringing, their shopping, fell over the road. So not much of a heavy rain because it's not really puddling like the one in the city that causes a bit of flooding in certain areas. So I arrived home. I'm gonna get down now to my fencing projects to see what they're doing. It's not raining so hard here, but it does rain because look at my walls are wet. But the first thing I have to check when I get back is the cement well covered, the one that's been delivered just this morning before I left. So it's now 3:15. I want to check what they've done, if they have continued the pour or they have done the pour. So I will give you an update when I arrive there. Continuing on to this, sometimes I think this COVID is quite a good thing really, because I will tell old B that, oh, don't get out because there's a lot of people that you might catch the virus. So he won't interfere here on my project because like I said, if he keeps on interfering, it will cost me money because the way they do it in the West, you know, it will be much different. Like right now, he's looking for this bulkhead connectors and I keep looking for it, and then I found something. It's called, I don't know if it's bulkhead connectors, but it's called nylon bushing. So I talked to the manager of the Sabers, and then she gives me she let the other salesman get it, some other sizes, so he was able to give me those. So Olby is now happy. He seems like it seems to be the one I'm looking for, because this is the problem here. You cannot get the thing like you have there in the West. Like you go in a shop and everything that you need is there. You're gonna have to use your innovation, imagination, and common sense when it comes to projects, because not all the parts and things are available. So it seems like Farmer Willie has done a good job here, clearing out the road, making it cleaner, taking out all the rubbish. Look, that the lads have made. So here, I'm gonna check what they're doing because I just arrived. Hala, nanay! So they have managed, I've noticed that they have managed to pour the top beams. So they have left the column. Alis ako na yan, they have left the column. That will be the thing that they're gonna do next. But it seems like they have stopped working now. or moving the, because this is the next one here, they're gonna move the mixer over here, the slope one. So they're gonna move the mixer there. So the lads are actually moving the mixer, so it will be near here. So they're pushing it now because it's all stuck in the cement. So they're moving the mixer closer to the slope. So they're nearly there. They want it near the multi-cab. So it keeps on pouring on the other side. Kaya sakto na na eh. Mo na na.
Wala, kung pa na. Bante pa na kami. Bante rin. Kung ano dito? Problema po. Kapit rin rin. Ha?
So they are now positioning it to the right position that they wanted it to be. Or Daloy wanted it to be because that's his job to do the muck. Okay na, okay na, okay na.
Kunin ko sa klayat. Ikaligwat mo eh. Ligwat ko?
Butang. Ah, sige.
Di, patama eh. Bangili na.
Bangili ninyo. Di taon diha ka maligid na padong ubos. So make sure you have a bar for the wheel.
Kanina sa isa ani.
Oh, ipakilid. Oh, diretso ra huwad.
Magkapal na tulig kita na. Isa yung tawag gamay ba?
So they'll move it a little bit nearer to the trench. So when they pour, it's on the trench.
Atras. Kay aron kini siya sukod ana dia. Oh, aron mga niya.
So they started to work again. It's 3:30. So I show you why our hollow block is so strong. Look, I'm actually standing on the hollow blocks. And this is like I told you, like class A hollow blocks. I'm just standing here to avoid the mud. And we even sit down on this hollow block. So those are the 4 top beams that they have poured, and they will pour the columns beside it last. And then this one is not included because there's no counterpart on the other side for the plywood, because they pour the one in the front, you know, the one that there's an in-between column that they need to pour in the front. So that's why they use the plywood for this one. So but the 4 top beams is a good job to be done today despite the rain. And now they are here on the sloping road. They started back to work now. So we got the first pour, and then on the third one we will be doing the vibrator. When the Loy put the gravel in, it slips to his hand. That's why he's doing it manually there. So they're now working on it. That's the third mix. So we will put on the vibrator soon. After that, the bucket that they have there for. Magkuha ka siminto? Kuha naman kayo siminto. Ha? Ay, ikaw. Time pa. I was saying, wait. I'm gonna move out. Balhin. That's because see the children just jump over the wall. So we just stop here on the middle of it because they ran out of sand and cement, but we will continue this tomorrow right to the end. So it's 40 cm deep. That will be serving like a curve for my road. So there will be a reciprocal one on the other side.